Hello everybody, my name is Kiani Garcia Castro and I'll be informing you guys about animal abuse. Now my question to you is, do you ever want to be abused or hurt by someone or something? Well, neither do these poor innocent animals who go through abuse. Animal abuse is wrong and it happens right in front of our eyes. Every time we blink, we breathe, we laugh, we spend time with our friends and family, an animal is being abused. Now you may ask, why should I listen to you? Well, I believe that I have witnessed so much abuse in my life, one being my dogs. I'm not saying that my family abuses our dogs because we don't, we love them so much. But one time when I was little, me and my sisters were playing with the ball and the ball went to the street. We weren't allowed to go to the street, but my dog was, to get the ball. And this car was coming and then we were yelling at the car and my dog, and the car ended up not stopping and then he ran over my dog. Her name was Mimi's. We still miss her to this day, but that was the last day of her life. It ended up being our backyard neighbor, but we ended up not pressing charges, but they could get arrested. And then another story is the dog that I have currently. I love him so much. He likes to escape, even though he has a home. We love him. We take him for walks. We feed him, everything. But he loves crossing the streets, even though there's cars, but he dodges them, which is very scary. But just one time when we were living in our old house, he would cross the street to go to the grass to the neighbor's house, and this car was coming in hot, and then I was yelling at it, and then I didn't go on the street because I knew it was like gonna hit me and my dog, but it ended up hitting my dog. And then while I was going to pick up my dog, I was saying like, what's your problem, what's your deal? And the car fled. Now, fleeing when you hit a domestic pet can get you into legal charges and arrested, so don't ever do that. Now, what exactly is animal abuse? And according to the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act, animal abuse and animal cruelty is A, if an animal is being deprived of food, water, shelter, air, light, space, exercise, and care. Now, B, if an animal is kept in conditions that are unsanitary, like the dogs living in their own feces. C, if an animal is not protected from heat or cold. D, if an animal is injured, sick, in pain, or suffering. And finally, E, if an animal is being abused or neglected. Like, imagine being without food. I know we humans could survive, but I don't know for how many days. But like me, I'm a snacky person. I eat every 30 minutes and I get hungry fast. And water, that's all I drink. I don't drink anything else. And even now with this rainy weather, I sleep with 4 blankets and I'm still cold. Now, here are some pictures of some pets are being abused. Like these dogs that are all caged up together with no space, a horse that is deprived from food, a cat that's fur so matted, and these dogs are living in their own feces, and a pig whose ears being torn off, and a chicken factory where there's chickens with no space. Now I'll explain to you how you can tell if an animal is being abused. And then these are from the West Park National Hospital and Colorado Link Project, where I got my facts from. Now, signs of abuse are being extremely skinny, looking sick, having wounds that are open or healed, can't see the ribs, limping, matted fur, dirty fur, containing excessively amount of fleas or ticks, heavy discharge from the eyes and nose, a tucked tail, flinches at a human, unexplained aggressiveness, and whining. And then there's also dehydration, howling or barking for long periods of time with different pitch and tone, extremely tight collars or muzzles, and leaving in feces and bacteria. Now I will talk to you guys about some facts. These facts are from the Humane Society of the United States. Now, the Humane Society of the United States estimates that nearly 1 million animals a year are being abused or killed in episodes of domestic violence. Also, the animals whose abuse is most often reported are dogs, cats, horses, and livestock. And then there's also organized animal cruelty, which involves dogfighting and cockfighting. Now, this is the ASPCA. The ASPCA stands for the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty of Animals. And according to them, an animal is abused every 10 seconds in the United States. And then throughout the world, there are 77 billion animals who are being abused each year. And then 65% of those animals that are being abused are dogs. And then I don't know if you guys can see that picture, but that's the picture is from Delaware. And Delaware has the highest rate of animal abuse and animal cruelty. Now I will explain to you guys the different types of animal abuse. These were like my favorite ones that I found. Puppy mills. Puppy mills are also known as puppy farm, which is where you breed dogs to create puppies and sell them for money. And then these puppy mills are always in very poor condition and very unsanitary for the puppies. Next is horse racing, and I have a story about this. In horse racing, there is never a winner. These horses go through whipping and sometimes steroids, but I remember exactly me and my family going past a horse race, and we were watching, and I remember this man injecting something in the horse right before the race, and I was young, I didn't know, and in the race, his horse ended up losing. At the end of the race, this man shot his horse in the head and it died. These are some like very tragic moments of my life. But next, there's circus and rodeos. These are just meant to entertain. Circuses often mean suffering, pain, fear, and degradation for the animals who are being forced to perform day to day. Now, these are just some examples of animal abuse and cruelty. There are way more. And to sum it all up, animal abuse happens all around us without us knowing. And people need to know that animal abuse is a real thing. By now, you should know what animal abuse is and how you can tell if an animal is being abused. And your head should be filled with some animal abuse facts. And even as I finished off my speech about animal abuse, every second that has passed, an animal has been and is being abused. Think about it. Thank you.